welcome to the 2016 Underclassman All-American game from Indianapolis, Indiana on the campus of Ben Davis High School right here on SUV TV. Thad Van Diemen and Keith Myers will be with you. First up here, the early tip for the select game. A lot of individual players from around Indiana and the Midwest, and then followed up by at 7:30 the national Underclassman All-American game.
And we saw both teams practice early this afternoon. We saw teams running up and down the floor. You're not going to see much defense tonight, folks. You're going to see a lot of offense, and we're glad that we're here with you.
We're going to take one quick break here to suffice some advertising, and when we come back, we'll talk about a little pregame introductions here for the starting lineups, as well as what we talked about with the coaches before the game tonight. You're watching the Underclassman All-American game right here on SUV TV.
The 2016 Underclassman All-American game, sponsored by Let It Fly Performance, exclusive workouts, training content, and product releases. The National Foundation for Cancer Research, Research for a Cure. The Fuller Youth Foundation, working to mentor and provide life skills to youth using basketball. And All Metro Hoops. We got you covered.
Let It Fly is challenging all you shooters out there to work hard and prove yourselves to me and my training partners at Shot Tracker. Together, we are tracking your every shot to see if you're reaching your full potential. Finally, there's a way to track your game and know where you stand against other elite shooters across the world.
Back here at Ben Davis High School in Indianapolis, Indiana, it is the 2016 Underclassman All-American game. First off, our select game. Thad Van Diemen and Keith Myers with you. And Keith, before the game tonight, we got a chance to talk to both coaches. We talked to Scepter Brownlee, who is the West coach, the West being announced here in the gymnasium to get familiarized with those individuals. But Coach Brownlee kind of told us that tonight he doesn't expect a lot of defense to be played, and he wants his kids to push the tempo.
Yeah, he wants to push the tempo, and you talk to Coach Tim Fuller on the East team, and he wants to do the same thing. He says they can't press, they got to play man-to-man, and you got to get some help defense, and I think that's the key is, you know, we're going to see a lot of offense, but let's see how these kids play defense as well, because, you know, the national team, those kids can play offense and defense, so it could be very interesting as we're getting the East teams introduced now. But you look at this talent. You got kids that are sophomores and freshmen. Several kids are freshmen in high school that are 5'10". That's about our height. But then you have 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'11". I mean, there's some big kids out here.
Yeah, kids finishing up their freshman year of high school and checking in at 6'8" and near 200 pounds. They're already almost fully grown at 14 and 15 years old. For the East side, we talked to head coach Tim Fuller as well, and he kind of talked about he kind of wants to shuffle his kids around, a lot of substitutions early, and then maybe they'll break it down if it's a tight game late.
Well, one of the things that both coaches said is they want to win this thing. You know, there's one thing to be an all-star. There's another one of winning it. So the bragging rights right now, if you're an East player, you want to beat that West kid. And how they selected these teams, there's a couple teams from Indianapolis on both teams, so they know each other, and they understand that. There's some smack talking going on the floor.
A couple of things to look at. On the west side, you have Antoine Cushenberry, who's a point guard from Lawrence North here in Indianapolis. His teammate, Dexter Schaus, on the west side, so they'll go one-on-one. And then also a couple of players from La Lumiere from Northwest Indiana, and Grant Bueller, he's going to be on the west side, and then Kevin Zhang, the sophomore big man, on the east side.
And we got to congratulate La Lumiere of getting to the Dix State Finals Madison Square Garden. What a great honor they are to play at Madison Square Garden. But they're even more excited about being here back home and playing against things at Ben Davis High School.
We'll step aside here briefly for the national anthem here on SUV TV.
The first thing I want to say to the people who are donating to NFCR is thank you. I think this money is extremely important.
To the people who might be thinking about donating to NFCR, it holds a special place for cancer researchers because it funds basic research.
They tend to invest in people for a major part of their careers and to provide the continuity of funding that's necessary to take risks, because we know that without high risk, there isn't going to be high gain.
Having funding come from various sources is again critical for development and expansion of science.
The NFCR just looks for good science and good ideas and allows them to be followed, and it's you that are doing that with your donations to the NFCR.
It's very easy for the average person to say, I can give to something when you know it's immediately going to impact somebody. But it's a little bit more challenging sometimes to give to somebody who's looking where nobody's looked before.
NFCR realizes the expense and also realizes the importance of stable, flexible funding.
This is a really interesting way of bringing resources in and shows the dedication of the people that are putting in to this cause, and also the scientists that work for this take a special responsibility, I believe, in making sure that the money is spent appropriately.
And so again, thank you, and you've enabled new adventures in science, and you've enabled new technologies to be conceived of and translated.
Back here, the 2016 Underclassman All-American game here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Ben Davis High School as we get set to tip off the select game. A lot of individuals, as we talked about, from the state of Indiana and around the Midwest, and we're underway. The officials tonight, Lachelle Thornton, she's going to toss it up. The tip is controlled by the West, and Antoine Cushenberry, the sophomore point guard from Lawrence North. Grant Bueller now with it from La Lumiere, and he's going to hand it off. And Keith, early in this game, you expect to see some jitters from some of these teams?
Not that kid.
Not from Grant Bueller from La Lumiere, who knocks down a triple. The East now is going to bring it up. That's Keon Brooks, has it on the left wing. Brooks from out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Fort Wayne North Side throws it to the left wing. Dillard back to Brooks. Brooks top of the key. They put it down low, and they drop it off to Dexter Schaus, who misses the bunny. Offensive rebound. They kick it out. Top of the key. Now back down low to Schaus, and he finishes that time.
Reward to young man. He missed the first one. Reward to young man. Nice job.
On the left wing, step back three. It's short, no good. Rebound batted around and taken in by Schaus. Schaus moves it ahead quickly to the right wing, where he's going to slow it down briefly. Now a handoff and a drive, and he finishes at the rim. Aaron Henry
takes that one dribble, takes the 2 steps, nothing but twine there for the basket for the East Ball Club.
Henry playing in his hometown gym, and he's a sophomore here at Ben Davis, and the offensive putback is in for the West squad. That's Jawan Gary.
From Fishers, Indiana, class of 2019. There's a 2-point shot for you.
Caleb Brown from North Central High School in Indianapolis with the triple. Now Bueller on the drive. He lays it up no good, but the tip is going to go down.
Dillard on the basket.
Up and down action. Brooks is going to pull for 3, and he drains it.
Has there been any play set at all tonight yet? No.
No.
It is my time to shoot.
Cushenberry, they get it down low. Now a turnaround, Jay, from the baseline is good as well, and that's once again Sidney Curry. Schaus is going to pull up for 3. That's no good. Brooks with the offensive board, a shot fake, and he's going to kick it out. Schaus is going to look at another one.
A little wide open, nice look on Henry. Aaron Henry on the slam jam.
And this is up and down already. Top of the key, he's going to hold. Now Bueller. Bueller's going to look to drive here, waits for a screen. They're going to back it out. Bueller moves it to the right wing now. Shot fake. They get it down low once again to Curry. Stripped. Brooks had it momentarily, but Curry gets it back and finishes. No. Off the front of the rim and rebounded by Brooks. Brooks swings it. Left wing three from the lefty is all net, and that's Aaron Henry once again, and he's already got 7 points.
I tell you what, Henry just looks at there and he feels comfortable in this gym and scores.
Another three from the top of the key, no good. Rebound batted out, taken in by the East squad. The East leading 14-9 here early. Brooks has it top of the key. Brooks just a freshman, or wrapping up his freshman season. 6'7" and a lot of high guarded talent. Looking at Brooks as you can see, as he flushes it with 2 hands.
Nice move, nice play, finish it.
Down low, quick on the drive, and a foul, and it's good. And the layup goes down for Shamar Dillard from South Bend Riley, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
And already we got mass substitutions coming into game. Both coaches said they want to play these kids a lot of minutes tonight.
16-11 now, the East squad leading. And Keith, just a couple minutes into this thing, we've seen a lot of points, not a lot of defense, but kind of what we expected, right?
And that's exactly what we expected. We go back and, back and forth, and you do the best you can, and you get every single kid in. And if they, this is their court, and nice fans in the stands tonight watching pretty good ball games.
Dillard's free throw is short, no good. Rebounded there by Vernon, who's just checked into the game from Pike High School here in Indianapolis. Right wing for the East, a three is short, rebounded by Curry. Curry's gonna throw it ahead. It's Dillard on the move on the right-hand side, scoops it up, swatted off the blackboard. Rebounded by Washington, who puts it in.
Nice job by Washington to realize that he was all by himself to put it in there. Washington from Terre Haute South High School.
That was Nadeem with the swat for the East team. They throw it down low to Zhang. A reverse layup, no good. Nadeem looked for the rebound, and it's taken in by Thompson, who throws it ahead to Washington, who's going to finish at the rim.
Washington did that a lot this year for Terre Haute South, doing a great job in the All-Star game, and it's a one-point ball game.
16-15, the East has the lead. The East in the gold uniforms, the West in the navy blue. A little bit of a Pacers look here in Indianapolis for both teams. Washington now has it for the West. He's going to drop it down low to Curry, who couldn't handle it but gets it back. He's down low. A shot fake puts it up, no good, but a foul's going to be called down low, and Curry will go to the line.
Curry did a nice job. If you look at that one more time, just right up, wide open pass, and just finish. Needs a finish there, though. 2 shots now.
Sidney Curry is a power forward, 6'8", from Fort Wayne Bishop Lures, as he misses the first one.
Coach Fuller off the bench saying, hey, you got to get some rebounds here. Block out here and get this rebound. Let's run it up and down the floor. 16-15 with 3:42 to play in first quarter.
Second one is good for Curry. He's got 3 points now. And the East is going to bring it up. Noah Smith with the ball, left wing, now gets it over to Vernon, who takes a deep three. That's no good. Rebounded by Isaiah Thompson, who's checked into the game now for the West squad. They really like to dump it down low to Curry there on the baseline, Keith.
Curry just fills up a lot of space.
Curry, a turnaround jumper, and he's fouled. But we kind of already seen the game plan here from the West squad and Coach Brownlee. They really like to throw it down to that short corner to Curry and let him post up and either make a play offensively at the basket or with the pass.
And if you see him, he's just posting up and he's getting the ball. Now he's got to finish free throws.
Just 1 for 3 now from the stripe is Curry. 3:23 to go here in the first quarter. It's a tie game, 16-all. Curry looking to give the West squad the lead. His free throw is good.
Here we go.
They throw it left. That's Noah Smith. Smith at the top of the key, picks up his dribble, now kicks it to the corner. A wide open three from the left wing is no good and rebounded by Curry.
Oh, Curry wants to, we threw the pass away.
Cameron Alford with the steal. He's going to put it up. No good. Rebounded, taken out of there by Isaiah Thompson. Thompson on the move, and it drops it off down low, but it's not handled, and it's picked off. They're going to throw it ahead deep to Alford, who looks to lay it in. A shot fake, and he's going to be whistled for a foul, or he's going to be fouled down low, and he's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
you know, once again, there's the layup there. You got to take your time, put it up over the cup. Got to use the backboard. The backboard can be your friend here.
That foul goes against Shamar Dillard. That's going to be his first. Now Alford to the line, and he makes his first one. Cameron Alford, a freshman from Brownsburg High School, a suburb just west of Indianapolis. And Alford had a really nice season this year for the Bulldogs.
Made both free throws, and we're now 18-17.
The West is going to push it up. Crossover. Alford nearly with the steal. They get it over to Curry. Curry's going to pass it back there to Eric Hunter.
You got to like the defensive mindset of this East team.
Hunter, a pull-up three, and that drains it.
No time for the rest.
Vernon down low now, a swing pass. They're going to kick it out. Zhang with a deep three. It's short, no good. Rebound batted out of there and taken in by Hunter. Hunter quickly on the drive, pulls up from 19 feet. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Washington, who lays it in.
Washington did a nice job of sealing his man and put the ball up over the rim and scores, and now it's 22-18.
Washington's been active already on the offensive boards for the West. Looking down low for Nadeem. Nadeem, a post up, has it stripped from behind, and here's Thompson. Thompson drops it off to Washington, lays it up and in, and he's fouled. That foul's going to go against Zhang, and that's going to be his first. Zhang, the 6'8", 2018 power forward from La Lumiere in Northwest Indiana, but that time he hammered Washington, who was able to finish at the rim. Free throw for Washington is short, but he got his own rebound. Now he's going to pull up from 15 feet. Gets the roll on that one.
Nice job by him.
26-18. The West squad is now leading. It's been a big run here for the West. Alford has it now on the right wing for the East. He's going to drop it down low to Nadeem. Nadeem looks to drive the baseline. A foul's going to be called down there, and that's going to go against John Michael Malloy. Malloy is a 2019 prospect from Carmel High School, a suburb just north of Indianapolis. And Zhang's going to take a three, and he drains it.
6'8", three-point shooter.
Gotta
love it.
Tough to guard when the 6'8" guy can stretch the floor like Kevin Zhang. Curry now looks to drive, and he's fouled in the paint. I believe that one will go against Zhang. If it does, that's going to be number 2.
And we have 26-19 and 1:14 to play in the first quarter. Oh, we're very interesting to see how high this score can go here.
That foul does go against Zhang. Curry's got it. He swings it to Washington for 3. It's no good. Rebounded there by Zhang. Alford's going to push it up. Alford behind the back, now into the paint. Drops it off to Nadeem. He couldn't handle it and picked up by Washington. Ahead to Hunter. Hunter on the reverse, and it's good.
Nice job. Protected the ball. No one could block that shot because the rim helped him with that.
Thompson with the steal down low. Malloy knocked it away. Thompson pushes ahead to Washington. Washington step back 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Nadeem. Washington starting to feel it a little bit with the West team leading by 9. East with the ball. Cam Alford, 2019 prospect with it. Gets it over to Vernon. Vernon takes about a 30-footer, and it's all net. Brandon Vernon.
That is at the volleyball line there, Thad. That was incredible.
Coach Brownlee was closer to guarding him than anybody else was. 23 seconds here in the first period. It's 28-22. The West squad leading, and they have the ball. Hunter has it, hands it off. Thompson's going to take a deep 3, and he drains it. He says, I'll match you there, Vernon, with another deep one. 10 seconds to go. Alford got it, gets a screen at the top. Vernon, same spot from the volleyball stripe, and he makes another one, and that's going to do it here for the first quarter as Thompson can't get that shot away. And at the end of the first period, the West 31, the East 27.
Leading the basket with 31. East 31, West 27.
The 2016 Underclassman All-American Game, sponsored by Let It Fly Performance, exclusive workouts, training content, and product releases. The National Foundation for Cancer Research, research for a cure. The Fuller Youth Foundation, working to mentor and provide life skills to youth using basketball.
Back here as we start the second quarter, Schaus back into the game for the East. Brooks has it down low, and a dribble off of his foot out of bounds. That turnover goes against Caleb Brown, and he's going to give it back to the West.
We can call that pretty good defense. You protect the ball goes off your foot.
Cushenberry back in. A lot of substitutions here for both teams at the quarter. Bueller back into the game. Bueller a crossover, a pull-up from the wing for three, and it's all net for Grant Bueller.
I tell you what, Bueller takes that quick step, elevates high, got the three-point basket.
Quick crossover from Grant Bueller. Now into the corner, another three. That's no good, and a rebound there for the West. Jawan Gary who gets it ahead. A pull-up three from Dillard is no good. Rebounded by Bueller, kicks it out to Cushenberry. Cushenberry a pull-up, and he drains it.
One step, one pass, shot.
Brooks has it. Brooks on the right wing. He's going to step back for three. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Schaus, but they're going to call him over the back, and you can see the high school teammates there from Lawrence North, Schaus and Cushenberry.
Just giving each other some little smack talk there.
So that foul goes against Schaus. That's going to be his first. Cushenberry on the drive right around Schaus, and the finger roll goes down.
No basket. They're going to call offensive goaltending. That's a tough call because I think that ball would have already went in, but he hit the ball on the cylinder.
Brooks to bring it up for the East squad. We mentioned Brooks earlier, Keith. He's getting a lot of looks from Big Ten schools already just his freshman year in high school. On the drive, off the glass and in, that's Caleb Brown.
From North Central High School here in Indianapolis, on the northeast side of Indianapolis.
Cushenberry has it tipped away. Malloy has it now. He's going to drive and has it swatted out of bounds by Keon Brooks.
Malloy had one goal, and that's to get the ball up over the rim, and nice defensive move there.
They inbound to Malloy. Top of the key, hands it off to Cushenberry. Cushenberry steps in, now he backs it out. Cushenberry not known for his outside shooting, but a very good point guard. That three-pointer missed. The rebound batted around, and Cushenberry's got it over to Bueller. Bueller for three, short, no good, and Brooks is going to lead the break for the East. Brooks soars in, takes the contact, no good, but he's going to go to the free throw line.
Stop that ball. 5:57 to play, 36-29. Can you imagine? We already have 36 points for one team already.
The West squad with the lead by 7 right now as Brooks goes to the free throw line. That foul goes against Shamar Dillard. That's his second. Free throw for Brooks is no good. And Keith, when you look at Brooks and his frame and his ability to handle the ball, you can see why a lot of people have been interested in him, as is most of the players in this game, obviously, but Brooks has a specific skill set.
He'll definitely get a little bit stronger as he, as the season wears on. He'll get in the weight room. He'll have to do some strengthening, but he looks like he'll be ready to play.
Brown for three from the top of the key, no good. Offensive rebound down low, has it blocked from behind by Caleb Brown. They throw it ahead to Dillard. Dillard on the drive. His pass is deflected out of bounds. It'll be West basketball.
You look at this up and down pace, and you can tell that they hadn't had much practice. They only met each other probably about 4 hours ago, had a walkthrough, but, for the talent level that's here, it's been outstanding basketball.
Dillard kicks it out to Bueller, a step back from 17 feet, and that's good. And you can see Grant Bueller's game there, Keith. He's a shooter, but he can do it off the bounce as well.
Yeah, the interesting thing about that, he had the three-point, but he knew the best thing to do is go and get the two-point conversion.
Henry, they try to get it down low to Schaus, who's fouled down low. I believe that's going to go against Cushenberry, and it does.
They're not going to let you hold down here tonight.
And again,
your way.
That's that matchup of high school teammates Schaus and Cushenberry, both from Lawrence North, and a ton of substitutions, a wave of substitutions for both teams here.
We can call it a hockey line because 5 goes off, 5 comes on. 5:10 to play. West is in the lead, 38-29.
Alford's going to inbound from the baseline. Gets it into Nadeem. Nadeem, one dribble, a spin, and he's going to put it up, a whistle down low, and he's going to be fouled, and that foul will go against Curry.
I think that's Curry's second foul of the night.
And Nadeem will go to the free throw line. Nadeem from St. Louis coming over to Indianapolis tonight for this All-American Select game. First free throw was no good, second one was good. Cushenberry now with it, hands it off, Thompson to Curry. Curry showing the range, but that's no good, and rebounded by Nadeem. Alford now with it, moves it to the left, gets a screen out front, now moves it to the top of the key where he takes a three and he drains it.
Wow. Crossover step, had the shot, nothing but net.
Cushenberry brings it up. And a look away, and he tried to dump it down low to Curry, and Curry wasn't expecting the pass, and he threw that one out of bounds.
They got a deflection. They're going to give it right back to the West All-Stars.
So the West will inbound from the baseline. That's Thompson that's going to inbound. They have a 5-point lead right now. They get it top of the key to Curry. Curry hands it off to Hunter. Hunter with a step-back three. That's rattles in and rattles out, and rebounded by Nadeem, who hands it off to Alford. Alford looking to drive. Alford very aggressive offensively, but they're going to call him for a travel.
Either he traveled or he was in the lane long enough to be 3 seconds. So officials want these kids to play. They don't want to call every single thing, but you got to, if there's advantage, you got to call that.
You know, Keith, we worried before we came on the air about a little bit of jitters and how these guys were going to perform in this game, but already 38-33 just midway through the second quarter. I don't think that's been an issue at all.
No, and they're used to playing on this level of play, you know, on their high school teams. And here's the interesting thing. These are underclassmen, so they played behind some kids that were probably just as good as they are in their high school.
Curry was fouled, and he's going to go to the line. His first free throw is good. That foul will go against number 12, and that's Nadeem.
Curry is a 6'8" underclassman from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bishop Lords.
33-40.
Screen out front. Now they're going to get to Zhang on the right wing. One dribble to get his feet set, puts up the three. That's no good, and rebounded by Eric Hunter. Hunter pushes it ahead to Cushenberry. Cushenberry trapped in the corner, gets it back to Hunter. Hunter over to Washington, tries to throw it down low. That pass was tipped and bounced high off the shot clock, which will be out of bounds. And they'll inbound from the baseline. Inbound to Curry. Curry behind the back, throws it to the right wing to Thompson.
He's asking for a pick.
There comes Curry. Thompson comes off that pick, rises and fires. That one's no good. Rebound batted around. Curry's got it. One dribble puts it up. He's going to be fouled. That foul will go against Nadeem.
Curry is 6'8". He takes up space. I tell you what, he's looking very, very strong here.
And even though it is an all-star game, Curry's not going away from what he does in the regular season. He's posting up and he's banging everyone on the boards.
And he's missing a lot of free throws.
They've got an 8-point lead right now. Curry looks to extend that here with the second free throw, and he does.
We're glad that you're joining us tonight on this broadcast. We're glad to bring it with you live from Ben Davis High School.
Cam Alford stripped by Thompson, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go back over to the east. Alford inbounds there to Zhang. Zhang working against Washington. A crossover, then a pull-up. Rebound is loose. Nadeem picks it up. Nadeem on the drive and blocked from behind by Curry, but they're going to whistle him for a foul.
I think that's all body there. Let's see if our replay can get that. let's look right at the replay. There's the shot. And there's, it just gets right back to his hand. Both of them elevate. And might have got the body a little bit. Our producer says he got the body. If Lisa says it got the body, got the body.
The D misses the first one. We'll try to convert here on the second one. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the first half, 42-33. The West is leading second one, no good, but the rebound bounces out to Vernon, and he bangs home another three.
I can't hit a 15-foot jump shot, but I can hit a free throw, but I can hit a 21 jump shot.
Washington a crossover, gets it now over to Curry. Curry to Cushenberry. Cushenberry's going to look to drive, a spin in the paint. Now a fall away for Cushenberry is short, no good, and rebounded by Alford.
Numbers.
Throws it ahead to Zhang. Zhang on the drive, into the paint, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled.
Zhang that time went right, went left, just couldn't get the ball in the hole. So he had him on the arm a little bit. I think that might have helped him a little bit.
You know, on occasion, these kids are pretty young, and sometimes, you know, their mind or their body will move a little bit quicker than their mind does, and that's what looked like happened there for Zhang.
Zhang is 6'8" freshman from La Lumiere High School. He was one of those kids that went to Madison Square Garden and played in the Dick's National Finals in Madison Square Garden.
La Lumiere was just the 5 seed in that tournament, and they upset Montverde in the semifinals to make it to MSG. Alford with the steal, gets it ahead to Vernon for 3. He misses, shockingly, from outside. Ahead to Washington, who throws it ahead to Curry, who lays it up and in.
Could have slammed, jammed it, but he just decided just to cup it a little bit.
Zhang on the drive now. He puts it up, and that one is blocked by Curry at the rim. Ahead to Hunter, and Hunter's going to slam it home with the left hand.
And we got a timeout.
1:58 to play. The West leading the East 46-37. We'll step aside. You're watching this game live on SUV TV.
The first thing I want to say to the people who are donating to NFCR is thank you. I think this money is extremely important.
To the people who might be thinking about donating to NFCR.
Back here at Indianapolis, Indiana, and Ben Davis High School for the 2016 Underclassman All-American game. This is the select game, and Keith, so far with just under 2 minutes to play in the first half, I think this is what we've expected.
Up and down we go, and you know, it's hard for us to call all the action because there's so much of it.
Keon Brooks, an outside 3, and he drains it. The freshman from Fort Wayne showing all the skills tonight.
And he came over here and gave us a little wink saying, I got him.
Thompson has it now, gets it over to Curry. Cushenberry has it, looks to drive. He's blocked. Now they get it back to Thompson. A skip pass to Washington, who's been feeling it. That one no good. Rebound batted around. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be West basketball. 6-point lead for the West. 46-41, 20 to go. Cushenberry inbounds to Thompson, over to Curry. Curry, a crossover
nice
and
crossover.
a pull-up. No good, but a great move, and Brooks with the rebound. Brooks with the handle into the paint, lays it up and in, but I think they're going to call a foul out front before he makes the move to the rim.
But if you look at that move, that's a big-time Division I move there. Now he's at the free throw line shooting 2.
That foul went against Curry. That was his second one, and this free throw here in the bonus was no good for Brooks. Quickly ahead, Cushenberry with the jumper. That's no good. Schaus has it. Schaus looking to push the tempo all the way to the rim, lays it up and in.
Going to count the basket. Schaus from Lawrence North High School, 6'5". They got him listed as a wing guard. I tell you what, he just took it all quickly to the hole. Coach Kiefer be happy with that move.
Free throw was no good. Hunter with the board, 50 seconds to go. Hunter's going to push it ahead, pull up from the free throw line, and he gets the roll.
Under a minute to play in this first half.
Aaron Henry has it now. Now he throws it to the top, and that's Isaiah Moore. Moore on the drive, and he lays it up, uncontested and in. Quickly back is Thompson. His floater no good. Rebounded by Henry. Henry ahead to Schaus, and he's going to pull up from long range, and that's no good. Offensive rebound down low. Caleb Brown puts it up and in.
Brown got away from getting a little push underneath the basket to get that rebound.
All of a sudden, it's a two-point game. Hunter's got it, 8 seconds to go. Kicks it out to Thompson. He takes a three, left corner. Nothing but net. Schaus from 75 feet. That's going to come up short, and at the end of the first half, the West leads the East 51-46 here in the 2016 Underclassman All-American Select Game in Indianapolis, Indiana, right here on SUV TV.
The 2016 Underclassman All-American Game, sponsored by Let It Fly Performance, exclusive workouts, training content, and product releases. The National Foundation for Cancer Research, Research for a Cure. The Fuller Youth Foundation, working to mentor and provide life skills to youth using basketball. And All Metro Hoops. We got you covered.
Let It Fly is challenging all you shooters out there to work hard and prove yourselves to me and my training partners at Shot Tracker. Together, we are tracking your every shot to see if you're reaching your full potential. Finally, there's a way to track your game and know where you stand against other elite shooters across the world.
First thing I want to say to the people who are donating to NFCR is thank you. I think this money is extremely important.
To the people who might be thinking about donating to NFCR, it holds a special place for cancer researchers because it funds basic research.
They tend to invest in people for a major part of their careers and to provide the continuity of funding that's necessary to take risks, because we know that without high risk, there isn't going to be high gain.
Having funding come from various sources is again critical for development and expansion of science.
The NFCR just looks for good science and good ideas and allows them to be followed, and it's you that are doing that with your donations to the NFCR.
It's very easy for the average person to say, I can give to something when you know it's immediately going to impact somebody. But it's a little bit more challenging sometimes to give to somebody who's looking where nobody's looked before.
NFCR realizes the expense and also realizes the importance of stable, flexible funding.
This is a really interesting way of bringing resources in and shows the dedication of the people that are putting in to this cause. And also the scientists that work for this take a special responsibility, I believe, in making sure that the money is spent appropriately.
And so again, thank you, and you've enabled new adventures in science, and you've enabled new technologies to be conceived of and translated.
In Indianapolis, Indiana, it's the 2016 Underclassman All-American game. This is the select game, halftime. The West leading the East 51-46. Thad Van Diemener and Keith Myers with you tonight. Normally from Indiana SRN here in Indianapolis, but stepping away from that tonight to do a little live TV here on the SUVTV.com. Keith, it's been fun this first half.
You know, at Indiana SRN, we don't see this many points at halftime at 51-46, though we cover Indiana basketball all across the state of Indiana. But this is up and down. There's no defense. We're going to play some offense. Both coaches warned us that this game could get in the 80s. I think this game could get 100 easily. We saw pretty good offensive paralysis everywhere. The gold team, the East team, playing very, very well. But I tell you what, the West team just has some great shooters, don't they?
You know, the East got out to an early lead, and then the West went on what was roughly a 20-4 run to take a 9-point lead at one point and kind of cruise through that second half. The East team closed to within a couple points there before the break, but a 5-point deficit at the half. The other thing, Keith, is that it just hasn't been one player for either team. A lot of guys getting into the scoring column.
Well, and that's what you expect from an all-star game. You expect that everybody can shoot the ball, and hopefully they can knock down some threes, because I tell you what, we have a lot of three-point shooters in this game.
D'Avion Washington, the 2018 product from Terre Haute South, the leading scorer in the first half for the West squad, leading scorer in the game, I should say, at the half. He has 10 points. He's the only player in double figures. But for the West, you have Washington with 10, Hunter and Curry with 9 points apiece, and 8 points for Grant Bueller. For the East, they have a couple of guys, and 9 points for Brandon Vernon, all 9 of his points coming on 3 threes, 8 points for Keon Brooks, 7 points for Aaron Henry.
Letitia's going, she's tired, she needs oxygen. Halftime wasn't long enough for her. Officials right over with us, some great officiating, because they don't have to call anything.
And it's been up and down, as we've seen our officials tonight. Michelle Thornton, Shad Beck, and Jeff Cottrell.
You know, this gives them, you know, if you look at this whole entire thing, everyone that is involved in this game has an opportunity to do something different, and that's kind of cool. That's one thing I love about this. And these kids are freshmen and sophomores.
Any coaching changes coming into the second half for either side?
I don't think so.
Hunter's got it for the West. He hands it off, a drive, and a floater is no good. Malloy looked for the rebound, but it's taken in by Nadeem, and he gets it off to Brooks. Brooks basically running the point when he's out there at 6'7", but his pass right there is stolen by Malloy, who gets it ahead to Hunter. Hunter a pull-up three, and it's no good. A follow and a tip is no good, and rebounded by Brooks.
And off they go.
Into the paint, kick out, and a three-pointer wide open, and he drains it for Isaiah Moore.
You can't leave him open. Isaiah Moore from Park Tudor, he did that all this year on his varsity squad.
Bueller's got it now on the right wing for the West squad. Now just with a 2-point lead for the West. Bueller on the drive, tried to drop it off, and it's picked off by Vernon. Vernon throws it ahead, and that pass is picked off by Hunter into the corner and out of bounds.
Just an errant pass. You got to take your time. Again, if you've been with each other 4, 5, 6 practices, we probably have that down. You only had each other maybe 2 hours today.
Moore has it guarded out front there by Bueller, and Nadeem calling for the ball down on the block. They get it over to Henry. Henry has a strip by Malloy ahead to Bueller. Bueller tries to throw it ahead. It's tipped and picked off. And a little bit of sloppy play here to start the second half.
I think a lot of it is you're not used to being on the floor with these guys. And you're going to see a little bit of turnovers, but they'll get acclimated very quickly, and we're going to see some scoring and some defense, hopefully.
The East with the ball, down by 2, and there on the drive is Moore to the rim, and he lays it up and in.
Saw the way to the basket and was not afraid and take it to the hole.
A 5-point spurt here for the East to start the half, and we got a tie game at 51. Malloy's got it, gets it off to Hunter. Hunter, top the key. Now he looks to drive, and he's stripped. And the East on the move ahead to Brooks. Brooks has it stripped by Bueller. It's out of bounds. It'll be East basketball.
You know, we talked about ties. That's only our second tie of the night at 51.
We have a tie game
Someone's got to inbound it, and now Moore's going to take it out of bounds from the baseline. Gets it into Brooks. Brooks backs it out. Looks like he wants to shoot a three. Now he's on the drive. Picks up his dribble. A fall away is blocked away. Great defense right there from Jawan Gary, and Gary's going to try to finish it, but Brooks says, I got you back. Ahead to Moore, drops it off behind the back to Vernon. He couldn't finish, but Nadim's there with the follow.
Good job by Dean to follow up on that shot.
First lead in a while now for the East at 53-51, and it didn't last long as Grant Bueller raindrops one from way outside. His 11th point in a timeout as the West retakes the lead 54-53. We'll keep it right here and keep what we've seen in the first or the beginning portion of this second half was a little bit of sloppy play in the opening minute and a half or so. Last couple possessions, though, we've seen some guys get it up and down and finally put together some offensive movement.
And what Coach Browning is doing over there, talking to the blue team, is you got to be patient and run the offense that you have, which is up and down, but look at the open man and make sure that pass is where it's supposed to be.
It'll be East ball. They'll inbound into Moore as they trail by one now after that three ball from Grant Bueller from La Lumiere High School in Northwest Indiana. Get it right wing. Vernon's going to take a three. That one's no good. The rebound way out of bounds and nearly stolen by Vernon, but it's going to be out of bounds off of him. It'll be West basketball. Shamar Dillard had the ball briefly before it was ripped away.
And if you look at the ball tonight, it's red, white, and blue. You and I know what that stands for. These kids have no idea what that red, white, and blue ball is.
I don't think
they just think it's a new ball.
I don't think they were around for the ABA days.
No, they
Malloy
weren't.
down low, banging against Nadim, and he's going to be called for 3 seconds, I believe. I think they could have taken their choice there, 3 seconds or a travel.
Yeah, you look at the ball, the ABA ball that we're used to, where the Indiana Pacers, the Memphis Tans, the Kentucky Colonels, these kids, when you talk about the ABA, they go, oh, like, what is that? And
maybe they know Dr. J, and that would be about it.
And maybe Roger Brown.
Moore's got it top of the key. You talked about the Pacers, Keith, and the jerseys tonight in the All-Star game looking Pacers-like, and that time looking Paul George-like was Aaron Henry for three. Curry back into the game now for the West squad. A very productive first half, and he picks up right where he left off with a crossover and a J.
And again, you look at the three-point line. He wants that three-point shot, but he took some steps in, make the easy basket.
59-56, the East lead. Henry a step back three, and now all of a sudden Aaron Henry's feeling it from the outside.
And this is his house, so he's used to playing some basketball in this gym.
Three from outside, no good, and Henry, the Ben Davis product with the rebound, pushes it ahead into the paint, a Euro step, and he's going to be fouled by Curry.
You talk about Henry, and I talked to Coach James today when we came in the gym because he was really excited that Aaron got selected in this game, and I asked him if he's going to grow into the role that he wants to play. You know, at 6'5", he'll have to play the power forward in the high school. Right now, he's playing as a point guard.
Playing on the perimeter right now is Henry. But, you know, one thing we've seen with Coach James, as we are familiar with a lot of the in-state basketball here in Indiana, is Coach James is willing to tweak what he wants to do with his system to fit the players that he has, and as Henry comes into next season a year older, a year wiser, we may see him on the wing a little bit more.
Well, he'll convince Coach that he can play that role, I guarantee you.
Second free throw was good for Henry, and he's going to check out as Cam Alford comes in for him. Caleb Brown also into the game, as is Kevin Zhang for the East squad. Cushenberry back in for the West, gets it into the corner to Thompson, and before he got a shot away, he stepped out of bounds on the sideline. Turnover over to the East.
You know, you see that a lot more in this game with the floor being spread defensively. He didn't know where he was on the floor.
Alford backs it out, gets it over to Zhang. Zhang, a shot fake, he looks to drive. Hesitates, picks up his dribble, tries to hit a cutter, and it's picked off. Here comes the West. Ahead to Curry. Curry couldn't handle it, and another turnover out of bounds over to the gold team.
Curry looks at himself, said that was my bad. He'll make it up on this defensive end.
Offered ahead to Schaus. Schaus pushes it, a hesitation, puts it up, a floater, no good, but he's fouled down low. I think that'll go against D'Avion Washington.
That's Washington's first foul of the night.
Schaus will go to the line. Schaus, as we mentioned earlier, right here from Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lawrence North High School. And Keith, you can probably go on and on and on about the talent that's come out of Lawrence North.
Well, you know, you look at Michael Conley, Greg Odom, Montross back in the day. I mean, some great Leary, some great players playing. And Jack Kiefer's been there since the school's open, and he's still going to be there next year. So, great coaching.
And named the gym after him this year.
Yes, sir. It's on the floor. He's excited about it.
Curry's got it top of the key, working against Zhang. They drive it to the baseline, picks it up, back out to Cushenberry. Cushenberry now looks to drive. Cushenberry, another Lawrence North product. And he has this shot blocked by Alford. Alford 1-on-2, drops it off there, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Alford. Now it's loose down low. Washington fighting for it. He can't get it, and finally over to Schaus. Schaus, shot fake three, no good. Rebound tipped away. Alford's got it, gets it down low, puts it up, no good. Brown can't finish, but he's going to be fouled, and he's going to go to the line.
One of the things I liked about that whole entire thing is the ball was on the floor, and they're all-stars, but they went after the 50-50 ball. As an old coach, you kind of like that. I got goosebumps because they got on the floor.
The East squad now with a 9-point lead, 65-56, and Zhang's going to take a guarded three, and he drains it.
He had a hand in his face and nothing but net. Big league here, 10 points for the East.
Thompson's going to bring it across. He's guarded out front closely. Now swings it over to Washington. Washington has it stripped away. Now it's picked up by Smith. Smith on the drive all alone, lays it up and in, and all of a sudden it's a 14-point lead for the East.
And we got a timeout. We got a full timeout. We'll take a timeout with them.
The 2016 Underclassman All-American Game, sponsored by Let It Fly Performance, exclusive workouts, training content, and product releases. The National Foundation for Cancer Research, Research for a Cure. The Fuller Youth Foundation, working to mentor and provide life skills to youth using basketball. And All Metro Hoops, we got you covered.
Back here at Ben Davis High School, Indianapolis, Indiana, where it's right now a 70-56 lead for the East. And Keith, after halftime, it's been 19-5 for the East team as they take a 14-point lead.
Yeah, I think it's the basketball, and you know, you made me feel old during the break. So thanks a lot, Pat.
Washington inbounds to Thompson, but it's stripped away by Schaus and out of bounds. So we'll try it again, and now a little bit of full court pressure.
I kind of like this. He must have got permission, because I tell you what, I don't think they were supposed to do that, but I like how they picked them up.
As we get closer to the end of the game, I think the competitive juices are going to flow a little bit more. Washington's three was no good. Rebound tipped out to Cam Alford. Alford ahead to Smith. Smith down low to Zhang. One dribble and
nice
stripped by
steal.
Washington ahead to Cushenberry. Cushenberry going to try to finish at the rim, and he does.
Nice job. Put it where only he could get it on the rim and scores.
Alford has it, gets it into the corner to Zhang. Zhang on the drive to the rim, and he lays it up and in. 14-point lead once again here for the East. Cushenberry over to Curry. Curry takes a deep three, and he drains one.
I can do something better than you can. I can knock it down, and it's 72-61. 1 minute and 10 seconds to play in this third quarter.
Smith brings it across midcourt, guarded by Cushenberry. Smith on the drive, puts it up, no good. Almost got his own rebound, but it's taken out of there by Thompson. Thompson leading the break, drops it off to Washington, who lays it up and in.
One of the things that Washington did was went to the open spot, got the ball, and scored. That is excellent ball awareness.
Alford is going to be fouled out front, and if that goes against Curry, I believe that'll be his 4th foul.
It's an all-star game, Thad. Let him play.
Maybe they'll give him 6, like in the NBA.
Or the old Big East. Remember, Big East changed that rule because of Ewing. That is his 4th foul.
So Curry still in the game. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd with 4 fouls. Schaus looks to drive. A step-back jumper for Schaus is no good, and a rebound to Cushenberry. Cushenberry looking to drive. He stops and pops. It's short. Got his own rebound. A shot fake, puts it up, couldn't finish, but he's fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. The smallest guy on the floor gets his own rebound, and now he's going to go to the line.
Now, they got Curry listed as 5'9". If he's 5'9", Thad, you are 6'6".
Absolutely. So I'm going to say that Cushenberry is 5'9", and I can report myself as 6'6".
Okay, because Zhang at 6'8" towers over him.
First one was good. Second one, no good. And Washington was there, nearly had the steal, but it's going to be out of bounds.
I like it on the All-Star game is your height and the weight is a little bit of suspect sometimes on these rosters. Stick around with game number 2. We're going to see some big kids and big space. Should be a lot of fun for the National.
Zhang brings it up here for the East. He's into the paint. A finger roll, no good. Rebounded by Curry, 13 seconds to go. He throws it ahead to Cushenberry. He's going to stop and pop from 3. Rattles out. Rebounded by Zhang, 5 seconds to go. Zhang ahead to Smith. Smith steps back. Tries to get it to Alford, who puts it up at the buzzer, but it's no good, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter at the end of 3 here in the Select Team All-American game here from Indianapolis. The East 72, the West 64. We'll be right back right here on SUV TV.
We good?
2016 All-American game. We want to give a big shout out to Marcus and Lisa, our production team here tonight, as well as all the cameramen around here giving you all the great shots here from Ben Davis High School as we go to the 4th quarter, and the East in gold leading the West in Navy 72-64. And Keith, you don't talk a lot about defense in All-Star games, but in that quarter, the East team held the West team to just 13 points.
And you got to like that, travel violation called there. You got to like that if you're the All-Star coach, because you don't even teach that today, you know. Let's go back to the cameraman. Great job, guys. You're giving us great pictures. We're glad that you're joining us. You can check us out on Twitter as well.
Bueller's got it now for the West squad. Bueller on the drive, hands it off to Nemoy. He's blocked from behind. Offensive rebound, no good there by Dillard, and Henry's got it for the East squad. Henry on the drive, kicks it out. Vernon for 3, no good. A rebound, batted around, taken in by Malloy. Ahead to Thompson. Thompson, hesitation to the rim, puts it up, no good. Malloy with the follow, no good, and rebounded by Vernon. Stop, pop, 3, no good. Offensive rebound for Nadeem, and that one goes down.
Nice offensive. Stay right with it, big fella.
Hunter on a crossover. He puts it up, no good, but he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The pace of the game now, the momentum and all those things, you want to win this thing. You'll see the defense step up. You'll see people get on the floor because you still want to have the pride to say, we won the All-Star game.
Hunter's first free throw is no good. And we've seen the West squad leave a lot of points out there from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, they missed at least 10 free throws tonight.
That was Hunter's first attempt of the game. Second one is good.
leading the score.
They trail by 9. We'll see if the West can rally a comeback here. The East with the ball. They throw it into the corner to Vernon. Now back out to Moore. Moore, couple hesitations, back to Vernon. Vernon, and he throws it right in between two teammates, and it goes out of bounds. And I was ready to catch that one.
Well,
Keith.
he knows you're from Shakamak, so, you know, he knows your reputation, because that ball is going to go up if you get the ball.
I do have Laker blue on today, and I will shoot a jumper if they throw me the ball.
There
over.
you go. Enough said. You notice I was going underneath the table as that ball was coming.
Thompson has it now for the West. He gets a high screen, and he's going to take a 3 from the left wing, and he drains it. Isaiah Thompson from Zionsville and Zionsville High School, cutting the lead down to 6. They throw it into the corner now. Over to Brown. Brown, he looks to drive. Nearly lost the dribble, runs right into Malloy, and he's going to be called for a travel.
That's pretty good defense by Malloy, keeping his position there, kept his hands up in the air, didn't foul him. Nice play. Here comes that press.
Full court press again from the East with the inbound to Thompson, ahead to Bueller. Bueller, a hesitation, now he's on the drive. Goes underneath the basket a la Steve Nash, and Curry's open for 3. That one's short, no good. Rebounded by Brown. Brown over to Brooks. Top of the key to Henry. Henry, hesitation, has it stripped by Thompson. Can Thompson beat Nadeem down the floor? He does, but he's going to be fouled from behind, and we'll see if they count the basket, as I think Nadeem hit that after it came off the backboard, but we'll find out.
Going to count the basket. Yep, going to call basket interference, so cuts the lead to 4. We had a great replay on that. Nice job, camera guys. Definitely the ball was on the cylinder there.
And a quick 5-point run here from Isaiah Thompson. He's going to try to make it 6 straight. Free throw is no good. Rebounded by Brown. It's a 7-point lead now for the East. Brown on the drive to the paint, has it knocked away from behind, but Nadeem's right there to clean it up.
76-70.
Hunter's got it on the left wing. He looks to drive. A reverse is no good, and Nadeem with the rebound. Baseball pass ahead to Brown. Brown against Malloy. The dunk is no good. Rebounded by Brooks, who lays it up and in.
Nice contest layup there by Malloy, and follow-up basket, 78-70.
Bueller a deep 3 in nothing but net.
Got a timeout, 30-second timeout.
That's the 4th triple of the night for Grant Bueller from La Lumiere, wrapping up his sophomore season there for the Lakers. As we talked about, got to participate in that game at Madison Square Garden last weekend, and Bueller can really shoot it, Keith.
I was talking to those kids from La Lumiere at halftime, and they said it was just a great experience to be able to play where the Knicks play and all the NBA players. And I asked him, was it just so breathtaking? He said the biggest thing he liked about it was the nachos. And I said, I understand that, being a nacho connoisseur that I am. As you've been on the road with me a lot, you know that I love those things. But the whole experience of being able to be there not only on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and finishing it up and come back home and then playing this game.
Right, and, you know, MSG, the mecca of basketball. Henry on the drive for the East, has it knocked away. Thompson throws it ahead to Hunter. Hunter's all alone, and he slams it down with a left hand.
And now it's a 3-point ball game again.
And as we near the midway point of this 4th quarter, let's see how the defensive intensity changes for both teams. Brooks has it there on the right wing. Brooks gets it top of the key to Brown. Brown, little jump stop, 17-footer, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson's going to push it ahead. Thompson to Hunter, a shot fake on a drive and a floater, and it's good, and all of a sudden we got a 1-point game.
And that was a nice little teardrop, and he was there fathering his shot as well.
78-77. Isaiah Moore with the ball from right here at Park Tudor. Moore, a pull-up just inside the stripe. He's fouled, and he banked it in, and it's good, and he's going to go to the line.
The banks were open today. And that is a big basket. That puts you back into the lead by 3.
Foul number 2.
Substitutes into the game here for the East and for the West. And we'll see if either coach, Coach Brownlee or Coach Fuller, gets strategic in their substitutions here late.
Yeah, I find it very interesting how they will do that. Will they put the kids that they think can finish it here? Because this is real important here if you want to win this thing. And both coaches, we talked about them, they really want to win this thing.
So Moore will go to the line to try to finish his three-point play. Basically mass substitutions for both teams, 5 in and 5 out. Moore stays on the floor. Obviously for the East, he makes a free throw, and now he checks out, and Zhang will come in and get more.
The difference of this game, free throw shooting. The East not knocking them down, the West are.
The West trailing by 4 right now. Hunter's got it top of the key, crossover. Now they swing it all the way to Cushenberry. Cushenberry back over to Hunter. Hunter double dribbled.
Kind of tough to put both hands on the ball. Pistol looked right at it. Good call.
Cushenberry's now going to pick up Alford full court. Alford looks to drive. He lost it, but tipped it over. Now Vernon's got it. Vernon to Zhang at the top of the key. Zhang looks to drive. He stops and pops. 17-footer. Fall away, no good. And the rebounded there by Dillard. Dillard over to Washington. Washington on the drive into the paint. Got fouled. Throws it up. He's going to go to the line. The shot was no good, but a good job by Washington to continue the play and get to the free throw line.
And kids now in high school understand they feel that contact immediately. They're putting the active shooting involved in that, and a lot of times going to the free throw line.
Washington's going to get 2. He's 0 for 1 from the line tonight. They
Way to
get 0
jinx
for
him.
2.
Good job. Good jinx.
Try to do the opposite.
I understand.
He missed, so I thought if I said he missed, he'd make.
Good job for you, Thad. So you're 1 for 1 tonight. Let's go try again. I think he'll knock it down this time.
And that one, no good. 0 for 3 on the night. They still trail by 4. Alford pushes it ahead. Gets it to the right wing on the drive. A shot fake put up, no good. Schaus was there, but kicked it out to Vernon for 3. Vernon, no good. Rebounded by Washington. Here comes the West, trying to get back into the game. Cushenberry drops it off to Hunter. Hunter, 15-footer, no good. Rebounded by Schaus. Schaus is going to push it up into the paint. Puts it up, no good. Not able to finish at the rim, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
81-77 with 3 minutes to play. Free throws are crucial now here.
3:01 to play and a 4-point lead now for the East squad. Schaus at the line, his free throw good. Now a 5-point advantage.
5 points is not much in this game, though, Thad. You can make that up 2 possessions pretty quickly.
7 points on the night for Dexter Schaus. Second free throw is short, no good, and rebounded by Cushenberry. Cushenberry pushing the tempo. He's into the paint. Tries to put it up and has it swatted away down low by Cameron Alford.
Alford just looked at that. Alford had that right there, didn't he? Now comes the substitutions, under 3 minutes to play.
Dillard with a 17-footer. That one no good. Rebounded by Alford. We're under 3 to play and a 5-point lead now for the East. Alford on the drive, and a foul out front will go against Cushenberry, but not into the penalty just yet, so they'll take it out of bounds.
Are they going to say he was in the act of shooting there?
Pardon me,
That
does put him into the bonus. So Alford to the line, his free throw up and good, and that foul goes against Cushenberry. That was just his second.
And here comes a new number 9 in for the ball game for the East. Brooks from Fort Wayne checking back in.
Second one for Alford, no good. Rebounded by Curry. Curry brings it up. West trailing by 6. Gets it down low to Washington, who lost it. It's still loose. Now Washington on a follow away off the glass is no good. And rebounded by Alford. Alford to Brooks for 3, wide open, and he drains it, and that might put this one away.
9-point lead. Here we go.
Long rebound to Brooks. Ahead to
Showtime.
Moore. Now over to Schaus. Schaus, a shot fake, pull up, jumper, no good. Offensive rebound down low by Alford. He's going to take a 15-footer. That one no good, but there's Schaus on the follow.
Shouts from Lawrence North High School. Nice job.
Dillard has it stolen, and Brooks all alone, and he slams it home with authority.
And I think that might just do it. Got a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to SUV TV.
Got a full timeout right now by West Farm. Full timeout called by the West. What is the timeout left for?
Final 146 of the 2016 Underclassman All-American game. This is the select game. A lot of local flavor here to Indianapolis in the state of Indiana, and right now the East team leading the West team 90-77.
And if you gaze through the stands, you see a lot of coaches that have coached these kids all year long. It's kind of cool to see the coaches here.
Hunter lost the dribble. Moore throws it ahead to Schaus, and Schaus lays it up, no good. Rebound is taken out of there by the West. Hunter's got it. Hunter ahead to Cushenberry. Cushenberry on the drive, a shot fake, now a step through, and a little floater in the lane is good.
Do they have a push? Can they get it done?
1:20 to play, they trail by 11. Henry, he drives, no good, has it stripped away. Brooks had it over to Schaus, and Schaus finishes off the glass. Bueller, he's the three-point specialist for the West squad, that time on the drive, tries to finish, but he's fouled. And again, Keith, like you talked about, you know when you feel that contact, you just throw it up and try to get yourself to the free throw line.
Throw it up, and let's hope I get a free throw out of it. 92-79.
So Grant Bueller will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight, and it's up and it's good.
Young man from Wallermere.
Second one for Bueller, also good.
1 minute left in the game. 1 minute left in the game.
Moore's got it out front, guarded by Bueller. They throw it into the corner to Brooks. Brooks, a shot fake on the drive, kicks it out. Henry's going to take a three from the top of the key. That one's no good. Offensive rebound blocked away by Malloy. It was Alford. Now Bueller. Bueller with a crossover, loses the ball, picks it up, drops it down low, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Schaus. It'll be West basketball.
36.9. Might 1 or 2 possessions left in this ball game.
Curry's got it now out front. He spins, a fall away, blocked away by Henry, but he's going to be whistled for a foul.
Curry says, "You got me on my arm, man. You got me on my arm." Curry really looked impressive earlier tonight. Understands where his strength is. You saw them pound it inside of him early, get him involved in the game, and that has been the tell of the tape there for the West team.
We talked about Curry earlier from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Bishop Luers High School. His first free throw is good.
Made them both.
30 seconds left in the game. 30 seconds.
Henry on the drive against Malloy, hesitation, and he reverses it in. Now Brooks has it tapped away. Curry's got it. Curry on the drive, kicks it out. Cushenberry's open for three. That one won't go down. Rebound is loose. Malloy's got it. Malloy on the follow puts it up, no good. And with 5.8 seconds to go, he'll go to the free throw line.
Pretty nice ball game. Up and down the floor they went. I thought the coaches did a great job of getting the kids in the flow of the game. think the crowd saw a great game, and if you watch this on the internet, you saw great players tonight.
What would be your biggest takeaway from this select game tonight, Keith?
My biggest take is there's great talent in the state of Indiana, and they are freshmen and sophomores. We're talking about kids that can't even drive to get here tonight are playing great Division I basketball in the state of Indiana, which means our great coaches, the great game, and Indiana is a great state to play basketball. And I'm kind of biased.
We'll see some more great basketball in our second game tonight. The National All-American game will take center stage here on SUV TV as Schaus is going to dribble it out for the East squad as they are going to win 94-84 in what was a really well-played All-American All-Star game here in this select game. Keith, like we talked about, a lot of Indiana talent in this game. We talked about the high quality and the caliber of player that's here in Indiana, but a really nice job from the East team coming back. They trailed by 5 at the break to really stretch out their lead here in the second half and pull away for a 10-point win.
And we appreciate you listening and watching. It was a 10-point game. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes or so for the opening of the national game. So we're going to step aside. We want to thank Lisa and Marcus for giving us this opportunity. Also, check out our website at indianasrn.org.